Good. Okay, so hello everyone. It is a pleasure again to welcome you all tonight. As you all know, at Scale Up 305, we are having a series of webinars or hybrid presentations in order to help you all grow your business. So today, we are going to have with us Mr. Harry Jean-Louis, and he's going to present about the basic requirements in order to get grants. So I'm going to present him briefly, and then I'm going to give him the mic. Over the last 3 decades, Harry Jean-Louis has founded and successfully managed several companies in different sectors, such as Computer Bargains, an information technology venture, FAS Group, a property investment and digital marketing firm, CB Training Center, a computer learning incubator, eForce, a not-for-profit foundation, and Efficient Business Consulting, a small business empowerment enterprise focusing on grants, loans, and contracts to help the owners take their dreams to the next level. He has dedicated himself to the betterment of entrepreneurs across several communities in South Florida. He has obtained a business administration degree from Miami-Dade College and a bachelor in finance from the University of Miami, plus several certificates in the financial service industry from level 5-day trading certificate and tax preparation to life and health insurance. He is a small business advocate, a Knight of Columbus trustee, and a former grant client. Please let all applaud Mr. Harry Jean-Louis. And I hope you're all gonna learn a lot from him. Have a great session, everyone.
Thank you so much, Nael. Okay, thank you for such a nice introduction. And I would like to say good evening to everybody. And thank you for defying the rain and making it tonight. I really appreciate that you are here with me, and I'm going to do my best to help you out with looking out for grants. And tonight we're not going to be talking about grants per se. We're going to talk about what you need to prepare yourself to be qualified for grants. So I know for some people, it's not going to be good news because some people think, okay, I'm going to come tonight with my bag, open it, and you're going to fill it with grants for me, and I'm going to come out with a lot of money. No, this is not what it's about. It's about you positioning yourself to be able to get grants after grants after grants. Because most of the time when we talk about grant, business owners think, oh, this is only one grant. There's not only one grant. There are several grants out there, and we are going to go over the different characteristics. Okay? Go ahead.
With, let's say, LLC, that is not for profit, some of those grants, they're only for nonprofit. Is there a way that you could still benefit those who are not in the nonprofit database or field with these grants?
By the time we go over the presentation, you're going to answer all those questions all together. Okay? So tonight we're going to go over the basic of grant requirements. When we say basics, we mean that very down to earth primary qualification for a grant, nothing. For example, when you go for a grant, we have to fill out an RFP, a request for proposal. Okay, so we're not at that level. We are at the very basic level. Okay, and I was going to introduce myself, but I think Naya did a much better job than I did. And if I wasn't there, I wouldn't think that they were talking about me because she was so good at the presentation. So we'll skip that part, okay? Thank you. All right, great characteristics. If any woman would like to take pictures, take notes, this is the time to start taking notes. And I don't mind if you have questions, but if you feel like you can write your question and hold it for a little bit later, because most of the questions that you're going to ask are going to be answered within the presentation. Okay, so what's the benefit of wanting to get a grant? Okay, here we went over the pros and the cons. Not all the pros, not all the cons. These are like basic pros and basic cons. Why would we like to get a grant? Is because it's free money. Once you get the grant, you don't have to pay it back. Okay? This is the reason why a lot of people go for grants. I want a grant because when I get the money, I won't have to pay it back. But on the other hand, when you get a grant, if you're getting a sizable amount, a significant amount, you're going to have to fill out a request for proposal. Okay? And when we talk about request for proposal, this is like a little booklet that you have to fill out about yourself and your company. So we don't want to go to that high level. I just mentioned that. But the most important part, whatever grant you receive, please make sure that you use it for the requested its utilization. You said you wanted the grant to build a website, you better use it to build that website. You said you wanted a grant for your to buy more stuff to sell for your inventory, you better use it for that. You said you wanted a grant to renovate your place of business, you better use it for that. You said you wanted a grant to purchase a building for your business, you better use it for that. Now, the way I am saying it is that, oh, when they say I better use it for that, I'm going to go to jail if I don't use it for that. That's not the main purpose of me saying that. What I mean by you better use it for that, if you want to keep yourself in the loop, in the circle of people receiving grants after grants, you have to show that you mean business. Okay? So don't say I want a grant for inventory or for payroll, for example, and then you take the money, you purchase a car. Okay, if you get a grant to buy a commercial vehicle for your business, don't take the money and build a website. You see what I mean? So I don't mean that because you do that, you use it for something else, the FBI, the CIA are going to stop by and put you in jail. This is not the reason why I'm saying that. I'm saying that because you need to build yourself a track record. I applied the money for this, I use it for what I applied for. So the next time you come, they know you're going to use the money for exactly what you're applying for. Are you with me? So we're not going to do any presentation yet because we have a lot of people here. We're going to wait, you know, there are people who are going to be late, especially it's kind of raining outside. So by the time we get to the middle of the presentation, we'll stop and introduce ourselves. Just not a lot, just a little bit. Okay, so this is mainly the reason why a lot of people don't want grants. Some people will go for loans instead of grants because once you get the loan, you can use the loan for whatever you want. Because by the time they get the grant and the grant should be used for payroll, they see that money, okay, 50 grand, 30 grand, and I'm going to have to use it to pay my employees when I need a car. You understand what I mean? So because you took it for payroll, you could be going to work without a car on bicycle. That's your issue. Because you get the money for payroll, you have to use it for payroll. Okay? So your car issue is something separate. But if you get a loan, you can use it for whatever you want. That's why some people say, I don't want grant, I want loan. Because we do have people with loans as well. Okay, now some people say, I don't want loan because I have to pay it back. I prefer getting a grant. But when they do get the grant, they use it for something else. Then you close the door on yourself. Okay, and some other people, they get the grant and it's not like they get it for payroll and they purchase inventory. Okay, I know the story about that pastor, probably you have heard it. He got a nice grant for his church for crime prevention in the community. He used the money to go gamble in Las Vegas with not his wife, his girlfriend. This is the kind of action that gets you, in other words, in trouble with the law. Okay, it's not the grant that gets you in trouble. If you had used it for something inside the church, they will have kind of let it go. But not only you were to gamble with their money, which is kind of something illegal. Gambling is not really illegal unless it's state sponsored. And on top of it, you didn't even go with your wife, you went with your girlfriend. And he used like the debit card from the church. He could have transferred the money as payroll to himself and go gamble with that money because that's his payroll. But he used the debit card from the grant account from the church. So when you hear people say, oh, grants is trouble, they can put you in jail, that's not the reason why they put you in jail. Because you did something so out there. And it depends on the amount of money. If you misuse $500, let me tell you, most of the time, if it push come to shove, you'll have just to return the money. They won't put you in jail for $500 or $5,000. You see what I mean? But when you misuse $500,000, you put yourself in trouble. Okay? Because that's not your money, that's the church money, and so on and so forth. Okay? All right. Next. So let me kind of slow down on this in case there is any specification on that. No specific question on that part. Go ahead. Oh, me have flowers. I forgot. Yes. These are the main categories of grants. A lot of people did not really think about that part. You have a time-sensitive grants and competitive grants. Time-sensitive grants, they tell you, okay, we are giving out some money to XYZ, could be a profit corporation, could be LLCs, could be non-profit corporation, doesn't matter. We're giving that much money, but we have a basket of $100 million. Okay, so what do you think you should do? Apply, hurry up, because when the basket is empty, what they are going to tell you? We are sorry. Okay, so once you satisfy the requirements, you better apply as fast as possible, because not only you applying, there are a lot of people applying, and once the funds are exhausted, you out. Okay, this is what time-sensitive grants are about. First come, first serve. Okay, competitive grant. You have to submit your request for the grant. This is the RFP, request for proposal. Once you apply for that grant, they are going to compare you with other applicants. Okay, so who is going to win? May the best win. Whoever has the best presentation, whoever satisfies the requirement the most is going to be the one who receives the grant. And sometimes it's only one grant, sometimes it's several. They may say that they're going to cover only one person to give the whole amount to, or they can divide the amount. Let's say they have $1 million. They can have 10 grants of $100,000, or one grant for $1 million, or two grants for $500,000. Okay, so what am I doing right now? I'm giving you the basics of grants. So, because when people hear about grants, they think about all kind of weird stuff about grants. I'm going to the real fact. So when you hear about grant, you know what you are facing, the kind of what language you are talking. So right now, when it comes to time-sensitive and competitive grants, this is my turn to ask you a question. Who can tell me which one will you prefer? And it's not a quiz. There is no right or wrong answer. It depends on your taste. Which one will you prefer? If you hear, okay, this institution is giving a time-sensitive grant, and that other institution is giving a competitive grant, which one will you go for? Time-sensitive?
Because sometimes you can get more money on that. So according to what you want to do.
The ball.
Exactly, there's no preference because I'm trying to get a grant.
Okay.
So, that's true. First come, first serve. I'll try this one. Competitive also. I'll try this one.
Okay, so it depends on your mindset, on the kind of person you are. If you like competing against other people, you might prefer, okay, I feel confident. I feel my product is good. My company is the best. I'm going to win. Okay, at the same time, I think the time sensitive, they are easier to get because once you qualify, you're going to get your piece of the pie as long as you apply on time. And now, when you do apply on time, what happened why you do not receive the grant is because you are missing one piece of paper, a little piece of paper here, they ask you for it, you don't submit it, but let me take your time to submit the additional piece of paper that they are asking you for, and what happened? Funds gone. Funds are gone. In other words, even the time sensitive when it's kind of competitive, it depends on who is quicker, who can move faster. Okay? So next. Okay. To a certain extent, we have been going over the misconceptions about grants. Now we're going to get deeper into those misconceptions. Those misconceptions could be a barrier that we have to take our key and open or push and open. Depends on you, your mindset, your character, your determination and all that. It could be a roadblock that you have to go over, but it could also be a brick wall, stop you cold. You can go anywhere. Okay? So misconception is that there's only one grant out there, especially all those people who went for the PPP. One grant out there is from birth to death, nothing. Only one grant, and once I apply for it, or if I don't get it, I'm never going to get a grant again. Okay? Because this is our misconception of grant. One time shot, forget it. There's no more grant out there. Okay? Some people, that's the way they think. You know, they hear there's a grant there, they go and apply for it. They don't get it, forget it. Okay? So they know that they're never going to get a grant again for the rest of their lives. Okay? Second misconception, only not-for-profit corporation have grants. Some people, I'm not a not-for-profit, I cannot get a grant. That's not true. They give grants all the time to profit corporation. Who is the richest man in the world right now? Who can tell me? Who is the richest man in the world? Huh? Elon Musk. Okay, and his brother is sitting right there. Okay, his brother from another mother. Okay, Elon Musk. Okay, those rich people. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos. I don't know how to say. I better not say because some people may get into politics. I'm not going to mention that. Okay, so it was going to be a joke, but I want to make that joke. Okay, they are the people who get the most grant from the government. Okay, do they have He's the richest man in the world. Is that because he has a lot of not-for-profit corporation? Is he the richest man in the world because he has a lot of not-for-profit corporation, a lot of profit corporations? If profit is because it's profit, otherwise we wouldn't be the richest man in the world. Okay, so how come the richest man in the world is getting grant for his profit corporation? We are getting there. We are getting there. We are getting there. Okay. Yes. I'm sorry.
The grants, the green energy.
Exactly. There are all kinds of those grants out there. Yeah. So in other words, it's not because you have a profit corporation, it's not because you have money that you cannot apply for a grant. As a matter of fact, if there are like 100% grant out there, the rich people are getting 95% of them. And that's why they stay rich. They get grants to pay their employees, they get grants for their inventory, they get grants for everything. Even the banks are getting grants. Okay? So you agree with me right now that was a misconception that I cleared that up for you. Okay. Tell me. That's good. Nothing for startups. I'm just starting my business right now, so I cannot get a grant. Where does that come from? Some people open a business just because they want to get a grant. There's a grant for this. Green is just a green energy. Okay, I'm going to open a grant to do something green, so I can get it from the bill that just passed. Okay. So there are grants out there for people saying, okay, there's a grant there, let me know, open a business to get that grant. Okay? How come the money is there? They want somebody, let's say, can you give me an example of green energy? Let's say I want to open I'm just taking a crazy, let me take a crazy example. Okay, I want to open a plant processing used batteries, used car batteries. Okay. So I'm keeping that whatever in that chemical for going into the atmosphere, greenhouse effect, and all that. So I'm not going to take my money and open it. Okay, probably I take 50% of my money and I said, hey, you just pass a bill about that. Can I get the money to open my plant to do that? Okay, there's a guy who came up with an invention where he is producing petroleum for like that you can put in your car to drive from used tires. He is just melting those tires, whatever he's doing. At the end of the process, what does he get? Petroleum that you can put in your car, gasoline. Okay, so he's not going to spend his money for that. Okay, let's say you want to do some research. Okay, when it comes to some kind of disease, whatever out there, you're going to take your money for that. Okay. Merck, all those pharmaceutical companies, they spend millions of dollars to do research. For example, when they're developing all those COVID-19 shots, why did you get it for free? Because the government funded the research. The government gave them the money. When the banks were failing in 2006 during the housing crisis, when the market crashed, who gave them the money? The government gave them the banks the money so they don't fail, because let's say the bank failed, Bank of America is no longer, Chase is no longer, well, is it good for the government? No, they said, government, if you didn't give us money, we are going to close. The government said, okay, no more cruise because of Corona. Planes, they limit airline travel. So they are losing money. Government, I'm losing money, give you the money, and the government give them the money. So you got probably some money in PPP or on your taxes, like $1,400 something because of the coronavirus. They got millions of dollars. Are they private corporations? Are they private corporations? Are they private, is Carnival Cruise Line a private corporation? No. Is American Airlines a private corporation? They are not non-profit, they are a profit corporation, private. Oh, sorry, that's a private. Yes, are they profit corporation? My mistake. Are they profit corporation? Yes, they are profit corporation. And the government gives them money just to keep them in business. Okay. So they give you $1,400. They give you $1,400. Probably they give Carnival $300 million. And you feel bad when you're applying for a grant. Some people do feel bad. Oh, I'm getting free money from the government. It's bad. I'm a bad person. No. Carnival don't feel bad. American Airlines doesn't feel bad. Okay, why should you feel bad? Okay. I don't want to take a grant because I'm going to have to deal with the government, and when I'm dealing with the government, it's always trouble. Trouble because I'm getting $1,400 from the government, and Carnival is getting 200 million. They don't get in trouble, and I'm getting in trouble for $1,400. Come on. Okay, we say recently because of the. I'll be right with you. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Recently, after the Hurricane Ian that just passed, there's a company in West Palm. They get some money from the government for their employees. They said each and every one, the money that they get, they divide it. They must have a lot of employees. They're giving every employee $250, regardless of anything, because the hurricane disrupted them for like a week or two. When everybody got back, they got money from the government to get $250 to each employee. Some employees said, no, I don't want the money. It's trouble. $250. They're going to put you in jail for $250. If they ask you, okay, they make you sign a paper saying that because the company has to protect itself. They make you sign a paper where we gave you that money because the government gave me that, and you get your copy. But they ask you to give it back. Take it out of my paycheck. Call me to court. I pay $1 every month for 250 months. Okay, I don't know. So I don't want it. This is bad money. This is money from the government. I don't want it. And the government take your money every day. At the supermarket, on your payroll, everywhere you go, the government take your money. Yes, I'm sorry.
I was just going to make a comment. I find that the reason why some people have issues with taking money is patient. So based on the culture that they're from, if you're not used to getting handouts, it's hard for them to get free money, but like, what's the catch? You know, like, okay, there's something behind what you're doing.
Are your parents Haitian? Okay. So can I say something in Creole? You don't understand what they say? But for grace cochon and kid cochon. Okay. Does the cochon have any grace? Does the cochon have any grace? Cochon by grace. So I can grace cochon, kid cochon. So we came talking about a people from the third world. We came from countries where they cannot even provide basic services like electricity, water, and all that. So we travel, we immigrate to a new country where not only they provide those, but they also support businesses. And we cannot connect because it was hard for me to get water, electricity. And now I'm coming here, they said they're going to give me money to help me for my business. Okay, so there's a big disconnect because they can't understand that. Okay, so next, a lot of people know about the federal government giving money. For example, this SBA, Small Business Administration. But we are not aware of local government giving money or state government giving money. Whenever we talk about grant, we see federal government, we see Washington, PPP. But all right, you're in not Miami. But Miami is giving money.
And I'm gonna jump right here.
Okay.
Do you all know about Axis Help Miami?
Yes.
Yes, do you? Can I show you on the screen
Mhm.
right now? So,
I have them on my bookmarks.
already,
Yeah, I have them on my bookmarks.
so I'm gonna show you something.
So I was going to show them at the end.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I don't want to mess up your presentation, but this is very important also that we keep informed. We need to know what is going on, and especially for Miami-Dade County, they do have a lot of programs and a lot of grants, available. And we had like a presentation with Mr. Vargas, and he presented a whole range of like resources available for small business owners. Yeah. I'm gonna let you continue and I'll show you after.
Okay, so it's not only the federal government giving money, okay? It's local government, it's state government, is government agencies, you have grants all over. Okay, so let me move a little bit faster for you. Secondly, why would any government give away money to businesses? We just covered it. They want we are in a country that's business friendly. So I don't even, we're going to go deeper into that later on. So I don't want to go to the deeper now. Most of us, we don't know about private grants. We don't know about private grants. Private people do give out grants. And why will they do that? That's the next step. Why would private entities give away money? That's right.
Tax write-offs.
That's right. Okay, go ahead.
In addition to the tax write-off, I find that some people genuinely want to help somebody or give back to someone because they were helped. So they want to do the 360, like pay it forward. So that's another reason.
Giving back to the community. Giving back to the community. For example, Oprah Winfrey, billionaire, richest woman in the world. Okay, she wants to give back genuinely. But on the other hand, when I know that the government is going to charge me $15 million on my earnings, okay, just like Wesley Snipes, what I do, I build a foundation, I create a foundation, you heard me? I create a foundation where I give away $4 million in that foundation. And then the government say, okay, since you gave away $4 million, so we are going to give you another $4 million tax break. That's $8 million that I'm not going to pay on top of that $15 million. So instead of paying $15 million in taxes, I'm paying only $7 million. So how much money am I saving? No, you're saving $4 million. $4 million. I'm paying $7 million, I'm giving away $4 million. Exactly. Okay. So I'm saving $4 million. If I want to go higher, I could go higher if I want to. You see what I mean? So in other words, if I give away 5.5 million, the government give me another 5.5 million break. So how much taxes I'm paying only? That's 11, that's only $4 million. So do I have a good heart? Yes, I gave away $5.5 million. Am I saving money because of that? Yes. You got me? So this is why they give away money. Some people don't believe. Why will LeBron James give away his money? Why will Shakira give away her money? They're not giving it away. They have a good heart. They love us. But at the same time, they're getting good tax write-offs. Okay? All right. This is our plague. We don't like paperwork. We don't like reporting. We don't like saying you gave me that money and this is what I used it for. Some people don't want to go through that trouble, so I don't want the money. Okay? But there are people in our community who get $2 million grant. If I get a $2 million grant, I'm going to hire somebody to do that paperwork for me, please. Okay, why should I be scared of the paperwork? Okay? And other misconception is that I'm going to work on a grant for you. You work on a grant for me, I give you 10%, I give you 20%. When you get a grant, every single penny of that grant is accounted for. There is no money in that grant for you to give me. In your RFP, you said, this is what I'm going to use that grant for. And you do an accounting, you show what I'm going to do every single penny until you get, you said you're getting $2 million, until you get the total to $2 million. There's no money in there for me. Okay? So when you ask somebody for upfront fee, they tell you, oh, no, I get the money, I give you 10%. If somebody doesn't know how to do grant, they tell you, okay, give me the 10%. But when you get the money, if you misuse it, are you going to be able to apply next year for that $2 million? So I have to tell you, let me tell you, there's no such thing. There's no such thing. When you get that money, every single penny has to be used for what you want in that RFP if you want to receive money the next year. So we'll have to figure out, oh, what kind of service I can give you. You'll be paying me for that service. Let's say I'm doing accounting for you, you pay me for accounting, then that will be different. You're not going to include that in the RFP. You already know you're going to spend that much money for accounting. So after that, if you don't want to hire me to do the accounting, or your cousin or somebody else, what happened to me? Okay, I work for free. You get your money and you hire somebody else. You understand? So all these are misconceptions about grant. So when somebody tells you, when you ask somebody to work on a grant for you, you better be able to be straight with that person. Okay, this is the way I'm going to compensate you. Don't tell that person 10%, 5%. It doesn't exist. Okay? All right. So next, this is the reason why we are here today. What's going on? Did I turn it off? Let me go manual. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. She clicked it out. Here we go. Still not there. No, I don't think that's the issue. I don't think it's the issue. Okay, I got it. No, my stop moving. So the remote is working. The screen is not working. Okay, now it's working. It's working. Okay, now this is the reason we are here today. What are the requirements to get a grant? Okay, our goal, I know a lot of people like that. We have to make sure that our paperwork, whether before or after, we dot all our I's and we cross all our T's. Are you with me? If you really want to be in the grant business, it's not like excuse me for that analogy, okay? It's not like a one-night stand. Yeah, you just one grant and you run away. If you want to be in that grant game, you have to make sure that all your paperwork are always straight. Okay? So the goal for the requirement is for you to be all the time at the table. Whenever your paperwork are not straight, you are under the table. Because what's going to happen, the big money is being shared on the table, and whatever pennies or dimes fall on the floor, this is what you're going to be picking up because your paperwork on a, and you're happy when you get those pennies and the dime. Well, I'm so happy I get pennies, I got dimes. Okay, all right. So this is your goal. Secondly, you have to, your business has to be registered. Yes. Everybody start a business and they register with some business, isn't it? Everybody does that. What happens? When you have to pay that renewal fee, you don't. Okay? And by September, if you do, by May 1st, you owe $400 additional. It was $150, for example. Now it becomes $650. If you didn't pay $150, will you pay $550 now? No. In September, they dissolve the corporation. Okay, and what do you do? 2-3 years later, you find out that the corporation has been dissolved because you went to the bank, you try to do some transaction, and what happened? What do? You start a new corporation. And this lady came to me, she had 8 corporations. And she has been opening corporations since 2008. And I said, how come you doing that mess? She said, my accountant is very knowledgeable. He's the one who advised me to do it that way. Whenever I forgot to pay for it, I opened a new corporation. And I said, you see how much credit you'll get from 2008 to now? You said, my corporation is like 14 years old. Now you have a corporation that's 1 year old and you want to apply for a grant. It says you have to be at least 2 years in business. You're not even in business for 2 years. Even if you only go to the bank to get a loan, you have to be in business for at least 2 years. Okay? So instead of opening a new corporation every couple of years for $100 whatever dollars, pay your own $50 between January and May 1st. That's too much money. It's too much money when you could get, like, now you're losing a $55,000 grant. Too much money to pay $150 every year, and now because of that you're losing a $55,000 grant. Okay? You get me? All right. So make sure your paperwork is always straight. Who can tell me what does LLC stand for? Corporation. That's what I wanted to hear. So this is the misconception. My LLC girl. Hello? My LLC girl. I was listening to you. I told you your question will be answered. LLC doesn't mean limited liability corporation, it means limited liability company. And what does limited liability means? Limited liability means you need protection against two kind of people. Against the state, against the government, let's put it that way, against the government, especially the IRS for tax purposes, and you need protection against people suing you. So when you have limited liability, are you protected really? You're limited. So if everybody is in love with LLCs, your protection is limited. Why would you open something where you have limited protection against the government and against people suing you? By the time you start making money, somebody sues you because they slip in your sword, they fall and they get your car, your house, and everything. Why would you do that to yourself? So you need to do a corporation, either an S corporation if you're not making money, or a C corporation if you are in the millions of dollars. Okay? Are you with me? Before I get to that, before I go any further, let me ask you a simple question. How many employees do you need to have before you are considered as not a small business, as a big business? What's the number of employees that you need to have before they consider, okay, you're no longer a small business. Now, from that point on, you are not a small business. 10, 15, 50. How many? One? Or let me put it that way. There's a number of employees that you, as long as you didn't get to that number of employees, you're still considered a small business. Okay, what's the highest number of employees that you can have as a small business? So after that number, you're no longer a small business. 1, you're still a small business, isn't it? 2, you're still a small business. Up to what number you no longer consider a small business? 50?
Can you, in the mic?
Sir?
10,
10, sir? 1, you're small business. I need to know how many. No. How many employees you, once you reach that number, you're no longer a small business. 500. 500. So, yeah. So when we tell people, you need to apply for with the Small Business Administration as a small, I'm not a small business. I have 150 employees. And it cannot be 150 employees like that. It has to be 150 full-time employees. If there are some employees that are part-time, until you reach 500 full-time employees, you're still a small business. That's when you can get all kind of support from the Small Business Administration. Are you with me? Any question? No. Good. Okay. You go and open your business, and you don't want to hire a professional to really get your a real corporation. They open for you an LLC. Since everybody is opening LLCs, so we are happy. You're part of the crowd. Okay, you don't even know that you are not protected against the IRS and people suing you. Secondly, you don't even go to the IRS to get your employer ID number, because one employee, isn't it? You need to have employer ID number, and you want to have a payroll for yourself, even if it's just yourself in the company. What do we do? This is my company. I open the safe and I put money in my pocket and I take care of my business. You should have a corporate account, a business account, and every week, every 2 weeks, every month, every 3 months, every year, I don't know, whichever you want to use, you write a check for yourself. That's your payroll check. And you take the tax out. You pay the Social Security tax, all the taxes that you're supposed to pay. You fill out your 941, so you are a legitimate business, even if it's a business for one person. But when you make the money, let's say you are a hairdresser, you make the money, and you don't even have a business account. You put it in your personal account straight, and you pay your mortgage, your rent, and everything, your car payment, your electric bill. Come on. And when you want to apply for something, they tell you, where is your business account? I don't have one. How long have you been in business? For 15 years. Wow. Incredible.
They don't teach this in school.
That's why NIAD and ACOF is doing it. Let's have a good round of applause for them. We are teaching you here things that you don't hear anywhere else. And this is why we are not scaling up. We're not going to the next level. Because these are big. Let me tell you, I'm not going to say anything, but my own family, when those people, I come from a business family. When they get to the 80s and 90s, even the 70s, they don't have a Social Security check. Why? Because they never have a payroll for themselves. They are not in the system. They don't exist. Okay? So when you do your payroll and everything, what do you do at the end of the year? You fill out your income taxes. Oh, I don't want to fill income tax because I have a business, I make so much money, I'm going to owe so much money. That's not true. The government gives you 7 years when you open a business to declare that you don't make money. Now, if you declare that you make money, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? Take your money. Thank you very much. You are a nice person. I love you. Let me kiss you. Yeah, because you're 7 years to say you don't make money. You start, you do your taxes and make money. I'm saying you're sending money to the government. They are happy with you. You are the best citizen of the world. They give you a medal. Okay? You have 7 years. You don't make money. Even after those 7 years, if you have a business, they can only take taxes on your profit. If you're still not making money, can they take money from you? And a lot of tax preparers, what they do, you come to them, they get paid when you make money. You make too much money at your job, you have only one kid, they see that you're going to owe money and they're not going to get paid because you're not willing to take your money to pay them for their service. They add to your tax Schedule C, just like you have a business and you also have, you're making some money. No, they want to make some money. Okay? Now, instead of letting the tax preparer do that to you, get a real business, put it on your tax for real, so that when you are filling your taxes, you are in a job, you are making $70,000, $80,000 a year. So you take that money, you put it in your corporation, then you don't pay money on that income. As an individual, every single penny that you make, you have to pay taxes on it. As a business, you only pay taxes if you have profit. Okay? So when people say, I don't want to go owe the government because if I fill out my taxes, I'm going to owe the government with my business. No, not true. And every single person, if you are living in this country, if you don't have a corporation under your name, you're not living. Because you are giving the government free money. Okay? I don't know. The communities where people have money, I don't want to name them. As soon as the kid is born, they open a life insurance under the kid's name and a corporation under the kid's name. Okay, my own dad did that, and it is from our community. He knew that, so he will open a corporation under his kid's name, and they will find out when they grow up. Okay, so you have to work with the system. That's the way the system works. Work with it. Otherwise, you'll always be on the table. Okay? So you don't have an employee ID number. That means you cannot open a bank account.
Right.
Instead of going to a professional to open your corporation file, do everything right, to get your corporate certificate and everything, you go to your cousin, you say, oh, this is online, I can go and do it myself. You do it yourself. Just like some people, they do their own taxes. And I don't want to pay a professional $400 to do my taxes. So I'm going to do it myself, and I get a refund of $300. I'm happy I didn't have to pay that $400. When the professional does it for you, get $3,000 back. 3,000 minus 400, that's 2,600 you could have made, and you're trying to save money. You make 300 instead of 2,600, so you are losing $2,300. So, but you see that, let me do my thing myself. Let me do my corporation myself. Let me do everything myself. Let me fix my car myself. Let me fix my bike myself. Okay? In our community, everybody is a doctor, an attorney. They know better than everybody else. They are accountant. Okay? So we have to respect people who learn what they are doing. I have to respect the nurse. Nurse, I'm closing my eyes. Poke me. I don't know how to poke myself. Okay? That's the same thing. Let the accounting do his accounting job. Let the computer guy do his computer job.
Right.
Let everybody do what they know best. Okay? So, you do it yourself. You don't take that your employee ID number, your cousin, your friend. We all have somebody who can do things free for us. Our kid, okay? So, you don't have you cannot open, you don't open a bank account. When most of the things that you're going to do, they're going to ask for a bank statement to see if you're legit. Not to say how much money you have. So, oh, I don't need money, I want to give my bank account. They are giving you money. This is your grant. They don't just want to see that you are legit, that you exist, that they make recognize you. They are going to look at if you are making $1 or $1 million. Okay? So you are operating in the city, and the city doesn't even know that you are here.
That's what I'm saying. That's crazy.
Right now, anybody who knows somebody living and having a business in North Miami Beach, let me know. I can.
They give all the money. Every time I look, they give away so much.
Yes, right now there's a grant out there for $5,000. And whenever people call, okay, I heard you talk about that $5,000 grant. I want it. Okay, no problem. Well, you have your bank account? Yes. You file your taxes? Yes. Okay. Where is your occupational license? Why do I have to take to have an occupational license? So the city is going to give you $5,000 free money, and you have to pay $100 and something for an occupational license every year. You don't pay for it, and you want them to give you money. The money that they are giving you, this is not their money. That's your tax money. That's your $150 whatever dollars you pay every year that they put together. They are giving back to you. If you don't pay for it, you don't deserve it. So why are you operating in the city? You not get your occupational license. So they know you exist, you are there. Too much money. All right. So you cannot be part of the system. Penny wise, dollar stupid. You try to save money when there are dollars out there that you could get if you spend that penny. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Okay. All these are things that should you get straight if you want to be in the grant game. You have to put your homework. In Haitian, they said, former tes devoirs au propre. Okay? Next. Trade line. Let me tell you, if you want to be, if you are somebody operating, okay, you should not be scared of opening trade lines, of opening credit. Otherwise, you are not a business person. Okay? You are trying to make guest kosher, quit kosher, it's not going to work. Okay? You have to show the bank. If the bank recognize you, the city recognize you. When you get somewhere, you want some money, they'll give it to you. They give money to people who have money.
That's right.
Okay? That guy by the highway with a sign that says we work for food. When you roll down the window, will you give him $10,000?
No.
I don't even think you give him $10. Just you look for like $1 bill to give him. Even if you have a box of millions of dollars, you won't give him $10,000. So they give money to people who have money. Okay? So you have to put your trade line straight. Okay? Next. How long have you been in business? We just covered it. Okay? I have 6 months in business. I have 1 year in business. Something else. Okay? Show me that you have 10 years in business, 15 years in business, 5 years in business, 3 years in business. Show me something. Yes.
Because people on Zoom can't hear you.
Okay.
People online?
Yeah.
Okay.
I noticed a lot of the grants,
Yeah.
especially for the startup. Like for me, I had my business for less than 2 months, like registered for less than 2 months.
Mhm.
And I noticed that a lot of them, yeah,
Wow.
yeah, a lot of them require, a lot of them require for you to be in business for like at least a year. So what would you say about something like that?
Did I just answer that question?
Yeah. About the startup?
Is that it? Yes. Okay. Yeah. Oh, where is it? On you have money for
Oh, not, okay.
nothing for
Let's think for
startups. That's why
startup.
we always think that's not true.
Ah,
They
okay.
do have money for startups.
Okay.
So it's just a question of knowledge.
Uh-huh.
Okay, how do they say it? Knowledge is key. Education is key. You educate yourself. This is where the grants are. And what I tell everybody, let me tell you, I help people with grants. But if you feel like You can fix your car brake, your car transmission by yourself. You can cure your cancer by yourself. You feel like you can fill your legal papers by yourself, your grant paper, whatever you feel like your income tax by yourself. Whatever you feel like you can do by yourself, do it. But me, I would prefer a professional to do it for me. Okay? When my car brake goes, I don't try to go to YouTube and find out how to fix it. I know mine. I go ahead. You know how to fix brakes, fix it for me, tell me how much and I pay you. That's it. Okay? I think you should get somebody, because focus on your business.
Right.
Be the best in your business and let the professional take care of what they can do better than you. Be the best of your business. That is, you're a hairdresser, let me come and get my hair done by you. Okay? And this guy is a tax preparer, he's an accountant. Let me go to him and get my tax done by him. You see what I mean? So don't try to, as a business person, you're the one cleaning the floor, you're the one doing your taxes, you're the one getting loans, you're the one looking for grants, you're the one, where is your business then? There are only 24 hours in the day and you have to sleep. Okay? And probably you have kids, you have other obligations in life, you have to cook, you have to, you see what I mean? So focus on your business, let the professional take care of the other stuff that they are good at. Okay? Next. Okay. I backed up. All right, that's what I did. Okay. Network farming business, personal credit. Take care of your personal credit. Take care of your personal credit, because most of the things that you will be doing, you have your personal credit, you have your business credit. Dun and Bradstreet. Take care of your personal, build your personal credit, build your business credit. And a lot of people say, I'm going to build my personal credit by myself. Good luck. Yes, you can put it up, okay? But what happened? Let me give you a simple example. Let's say you purchase something from Macy's, okay? And it costs you like $1,000, okay? You pay $100, you own $100. And you want to fix your credit bar, say that been like 5 years ago, okay? And you get some income tax money and you send that $900 to Macy's, okay? And usually it's not going to be Macy's, going to be a creditor, a collection company, okay? So you just wasted $900 because you're trying to do it by yourself. You don't do that. You don't pay $900 to that creditor, because that creditor purchased that $900 a debt from Macy's for $100. You never had any business with that creditor. You had business with Macy's, so you don't have to pay that creditor. You can negotiate directly with Macy's, and Macy's already get your money. Macy's, I'm paying you $100 because you got that money already. I'm paying you $100. Okay, I can pay you $200 in that set, and you get off that thing, that $900 off my credit report. You want to do it by yourself, you just wasted $900. And secondly, if you're going to buy a car or a house, you just wait for 2 years. It goes off by itself. After 7 years, whatever money you owe in this country, it gets erased. Gone. You don't have to pay a dime for it. So you want to do it by yourself. Do it by yourself.
What about creditors who, like, let's say you mentioned Macy's, and Macy's says, no, I don't want to, you deal with the credit card people.
The collection company.
Yeah.
Usually collection companies are trying to intimidate you. Okay, first of all, I don't owe you. Secondly, we're going to make, I know if you don't get paid, you won't get paid. Because if I had the money, I would have paid for it already. Okay, you want me to pay $100? They won't tell you $900. They tell you $2,000. Okay, your balance is $900. They're going to put fees, attorney fees, $2,000 you have to pay. But let me tell you, I'm paying you $200. Take it or leave it. Okay, because it's $200 or nothing. Okay, they paid $100 for it. So when you pay them $200, they're making $100 profit. All right. So, and don't pay them. Most of them will say, yes, you can send me the $200. Yeah, in your dreams. No, you're going to send me a letter testifying that we have an agreement for $200. Until I receive that letter, I won't pay you because you're going to get out $200 and your bid is still going to be $2,000. You got a letter stating that, and once you get that letter, you pay them and they send a satisfaction of debt to you. That's 2 letters. 1 letter before you pay through that agreement, a 2nd letter after you pay. Then this is off your credit. Okay, so there are so many tricks in fixing your credit. You say, I'm going to do it by myself. Good luck. You're going to spend a lot of money for no reason. You don't have to pay that or somebody $100 or $400 or $500 to pay it for you, and you try to do it by yourself. You spend $900 for no reason. Pay $400 or $900. Okay. Now, we already mentioned the Dun & Bradstreet personal credit. When you have a business, you need to have all these. Your profit and loss statement, your balance sheet, your income tax, everything. All this needs to be straight. Okay? And they are nothing. Let me tell you, they are nothing. But we are scared of them because this is paperwork. Okay? This is paperwork. They are nothing. And they don't make you owe money to the government. As a matter of fact, they keep you from owing money to the government because you're showing a loss. Okay? So you can have all it because whenever you apply, they are going to ask you for 4506C or say 4506T. The 4506C or 4506T comes from those numbers, the balance sheet, your loss, your income and loss statement and all that. And when you are filling an RFP, when the grant is getting high, like in the hundreds of thousands of dollars or tens of thousands of dollars, they're going to ask you to fill out an RFP. Sometimes they tell you, not only you have to show me how much money you have been making in the past, you need to show me how much money you're going to be making in the future. You're going to make projections. You want to do all that by yourself? Okay. Next, bookkeeping. Don't take money, don't deposit money and take money out of the business without having some system to know what's going in and out. Okay? So you need to have a bookkeeping system, a payroll software to do your payroll. When you do a payroll, how much do you take out for Social Security? For this, for that. FICA. So you need a payroll software to do all those calculations for you. Okay? And sometimes in your business, if you are making money, you are an employee, your husband or wife is an employee, your 1 day old kid is an employee. He's working, he's fine, drinking milk, he's working hard, he can be an employee. All right. So if you are making money, you have to show somewhere you're spending that money so you don't have to pay. To pay what? Taxes at the end of the year. If you're making December 31st, you see that you have a profit of $1 million. What do? You do payroll. Get rid of that $1 million. Why should you show that you're making $1 million and get pay tax on $1 million? You do a payroll. Yes.
Okay, so bring it back to kind of reality. Let's say you have a profit of not 1 million.
Okay, thank you. Okay, my question is, bring it back to reality, what true small business is, profit of 20,000, you should go ahead and do payroll. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, I said, bringing it back to reality to true small businesses like individual and one other person. If you have a profit of $20,000, do you go ahead and do payroll on that also?
Okay, let me put it that way. I'm not a tax accountant, okay? I'm not an attorney, okay? You should have a good accountant advising you on how to treat your income and this and that. People making hundreds of millions, they get accountant to keep them from paying taxes. I say it slowly because if your mind is working slow as mine, you have only one example that you know that's not paying taxes and making millions and millions of dollars. There are the tax accountants, that's what you are paying them for. The same way you are paying an attorney if you get in trouble to take you out of trouble, your tax accountant is the one saving you money. Okay? So this is not something that we can talk like in a wide space like that. Just like when you have attorney-client privilege, you have you and your tax accountant, you go over the figures, and your tax accountant will tell you, this is where you are making mistakes. This is where you need my help. This is where I'm going to help you. Okay? All right. And we already went over there, over this, which we'll talk about. Okay. We went over this already, but we didn't talk about the sales tax certificate. Especially, a lot of people will go and get the sales tax certificate from the state, and they will be going out there and purchasing stuff so that they don't pay that 7% tax or 6% tax. This is a good idea and this is a bad idea. You have the beauty salon, you're buying all kinds of beauty products for your clients, and you use your tax certificate. But the tax certificate, either you pay every month, you won't have to pay the tax every month in a lump sum, or every 3 months, or every year. Otherwise, they are going to garnish your, not your wages, your business account. Okay, so if you intend to pay the taxes, pay them when you don't get the sales tax certificate. Okay, if you intend to pay them in a lump sum, you can get it. Okay, to me, probably it's better I buy something, I pay the $10, the $14 tax on it, and it's over with, instead of everything for the month or for 3 months, adding up, and then you have to pay $3,000, $5,000 for everything that I purchased over the last 3 or 4 months. Okay, it's up to you, but this is something that I have to question you about. And payroll deduction, you know what a deduction is. Don't take a check, even if it's a BC check in white, the amount to you. It has to be payroll where you say, okay, this is my gross. This is what I'm taking out for my Social Security when I get to 65. You see what I mean? I'm putting some money out for my life insurance and so on and so forth, for my health insurance and all that. Okay? So to get a grant, these are the requirements. To be in the grant game, you have to do business the way business is done. Otherwise, you'll be applying and there'll be, sometimes you get the money, sometimes you won't. Okay? And you'll be asking yourself, why did I get it this and I get it? Sometimes they go over it, they don't verify everything, they don't dot all the I's, they don't cross all the T's, and you're lucky you get it. But if they're checking everything, especially if it is a high amount, you won't be able to get it. Okay? So this is if you want to put it in court, this is the bad news that I had for you. Okay? Because you cannot get a grant if your paperwork is not straight. Next. Okay. What I tell everybody, the first thing you have to do is to try to get to the low-hanging fruits. Okay? So the higher the amount, the more difficult it's going to be. There are $500 grants out there. There are $2,000 grants out there. Don't go for the 100,000, 200,000, 500,000 when you don't even have a bank account. Okay? So when your paperwork are not squeaky, clean, straight, start with the low-hanging fruits. And as you go, you give yourself time to put all your paperwork in order, then you can go for the big amount. This lady came to me, I want a grant starting like $50,000. Why would you start at $50,000? I don't want anything lower. Okay, let me see your paperwork. Oh, I didn't do my income taxes. Wow. Somebody's going to give you $50,000 when you didn't do your income taxes? All right, next. Okay, oh Lord. And don't forget, the higher the amount, the more time you take to process the grant. So they're going to take their time to make sure that they are not wasting their money. Okay, if then we have over that already, you have to use paper for what you are getting it for. Okay, and as you treat everything properly, as your paperwork are in order, you can come back next year. You can come back the next year again. You can come back the next year again. Because all your I's are dotted, all your T's are crossed. Okay? And some people, they get it once. I didn't expect it. I got like $45,000. And they disappear. Okay? So for your whole life, you get $45,000 and it's enough for you. You are under the table. Okay. Okay. What's your history with the bank, with all the other institutions, with the city that you are in? Did you ever get a grant from your city? Yeah, I got a grant from my city, and you are the state. Can you give me a higher grant? Okay. But you never even got a dime from your city, which close to you, and you're asking me for $200,000 grant. Why? Okay.
I have a question.
Here it is. Okay. Okay, my question to you is, for me, I put money aside that I saved up into a business account just because I felt like it was worth it. So I saved about maybe like $5,000 and just put it in my bank business account specifically for my business, just in case. So the bank could kind of see I got something going on. They could trust me, you know, anything I get paid, I put it in there. Is that safe to do? Because it's looking like it's the business making that money.
I shouldn't be telling you that.
No?
Especially on video and all that being recorded. But let me tell you, why don't you make a payroll for yourself?
I just took that note now.
Okay.
I never even.
So I don't know if you're getting me. I'm not going to go any further.
Right. No, that makes perfect 150%
Yes,
sense.
make a
Okay.
payroll for yourself. Okay, yeah, make a payroll for yourself. It's going to be worth it, okay? And you're going to get at your business volume. This is exactly what we were talking about. Your business volume. What's your business volume? Most people tell you which money can make the most amount of money. Which hand can make the most amount of money? The closed hand or the open hand? Why? I have $10,000 in this hand, but it's closed, and $10,000 in this hand, it's open. Where am I going to make the most money? 10-10. Which one is going to make me more money? Open hand. Why? $10,000 in each one.
Can't receive it
The close hand, you can't receive anything.
Exactly. This money here is fixed. It's going to stay $10,000 forever because it's closed. This money is circulating. So can I go back to your payroll again? You understand what I mean? Okay, you have to have business volume. When the money is circulating, it's just like the way the economy operates here. Okay, the money doesn't stop. That $10,000, I make transaction with it. It comes back to me. It's still $10,000. When that $10,000 I get back to my account 5 times during the month, how much money it is on my account that's circulated on my account?
5,000.
No, 10,000 times 5, that's 50,000. So on this account, this is the closed account, it's $10,000. On the account where it's going back and forth, I circulated 5 times. Now it's already $50,000. So they said, I have business volume for $50,000 and I apply for a $30,000 loan. Will they give it to me? That's per month. Now, over 12 months, That's $600,000. Can I apply for a $300,000 grant or loan? Because that money has to be circulating. All of us, we keep the money just like a saving account. We keep it sitting down on our account. Why? Make that money move. I want to say more. Almost done because I have some, the rest, excuse me. It's a waste of time. Okay, it's 7:30. I'm just going to show you the next slide because what I have to do is show you the grant requirements.
Right.
Everything else is addition, okay? So the rest that we can go over next time, we're going to go over your smart move, okay? And we started talking about the smart move already. We're going to talk about your mindset because if you think it's too much, if you think that getting involved with the government is too much trouble, you don't want to do your income taxes, you don't want to register your business, you don't want to open a bank account for your business, you don't want to do payroll, you don't want to do anything, then it's not for you. Okay, so we go over that next time. And this is what Nayade and I were talking about, available grant. But whatever amount of grant is available out there, it's irrelevant. That's why I let it blank. Because you have a lot of time-sensitive grant, a lot of competitive grant out there. But it's not relevant if you don't have your paperwork straight. This is why we call it basic grant requirements. Okay, so let me keep going. Other avenues, okay? We do take care of help you get loan, which is a line of credits and all that, okay? With contracts, if you have like cleaning service, you can get a lot of contract with government building, with private corporation, and so on and so forth. Okay, and one of the things that we don't think about is life insurance. If you are doing a business, you have a partner. You guys should take insurance on each other. Why?
Yes.
I have a $500,000 insurance on my partner. When that partner is gone, it was in charge of one part of the business. Let's say we have a car repair shop together. He's the mechanic. I'm the manager. He doesn't know about money. I'm the one doing everything, but I'm the one doing the marketing out there. I'm the contact person for the community. I'm the one getting the clients. And boom, what happened? It is gone. So if I have $500,000 life insurance on him, am I going to be out of business?
No.
Okay, so we never thought about that. Life insurance is very important in business. We'll go over that next time. And okay, so anybody wants to get in touch with me? If you did get the flyer, you have my number. Okay, so in conclusion, the only thing I can tell you, don't try to do it by yourself. Focus on your business and let the professional do what needs to be done.
Yes. Thank you so much, Mr. Genly. And this is something that I've been hearing consistently. Entrepreneurs, business owners, focus on your business. Right? I need to put it here further. It's okay. So now I know that we already running out of time, but I'm still gonna give the opportunity for 2 people to ask questions if they want to. And then we're still gonna show them the Access Help website. Okay, you wanna go on it, please? Are there any questions right now? Yes.
You were saying something about the LLC, and you were saying, I think you were saying this. You were saying
Can you please all pay attention?
if you're making a small amount of money, what was the type of corporation entity that you should do? And also, if you were making a lot of money, what corporation entity should you be into?
LLC, the reason why personally I don't advise LLCs is only because LLCs are limited liability companies. Your exposure is limited. but you still have exposure. When you have a corporation, the corporation is another entity. Because this is me, this is NIAD. NIAD is the corporation. If you slip and fall, you sue NIAD. My car, my house, my bank account are protected. So NIAD, who is the corporation, has own bank account as the corporation, own everything. You with me?
Yeah.
On everything. So you can take whatever is in the corporation. You cannot touch my personal asset when you have a corporation. So if you're not making that much money, it's going to be an S corporation. If you are making a lot of money, it's going to be a C corporation.
And 500,000 was, you were saying,
$500,000 is not money.
no, I'm saying that's what you considering you making a lot of money.
You have to be in the millions of dollars.
Okay, nah, I'm
Several
just
millions
asking.
of dollars.
Nah, I'm just asking.
Otherwise, it's not ready to be a C corporation.
Okay,
Okay?
you say S corporation.
S corporation. You got access?
Yes, so that's what we were talking about. This is a website where you can find a lot of resources for small business owners. So when you go on it,
I need to project it. Oh, okay.
It's already
Right,
there.
right, already. Okay.
so you go in resources for small business owners, and then you go to the grants. And here you'll be able to see everything that is available right now. And especially for women, there's a lot of grant for women entrepreneurs. Okay, right now they do have like a new one that they just released. It's a 25,000 grant, and the deadline is January 6th. You can go and you can read all the requirements needed to apply for that grant. So you can take the website and you can go do your homework, read about all the requirements and see which one you could qualify for, and then you apply. And of course, if you need help, there are always professionals here to assist you. Thank you.
Axis Help.
Axis Help Miami. Okay.
Okay, now let me tell you again. Let me tell you again. Okay. X I is Xerox, I is IS, accesshelp.com. Okay, let me tell you again. Okay, back in the days, back in the days, the way it used to be, you get a book 3 or 4 times bigger than the Bible, with a lot of grants in there. You'll have to flip to the pages, look at grants. Okay. Now, what you can do, go to Google. Go to Google, type grant for women, grant for minorities. You'll find a bunch of grants. Okay. This is why I didn't list anything on those 2 types of grants. The only thing is that if you are not ready, if you don't know what you are doing, will you be getting them? Yes, you can always get in touch with me. I'll make an appointment with you. We'll sit down and go over how to do things. You remember what I told you about the grants? Okay, depending on what type of grant you want, how you want the grant, we'll sit down and come up with some type of way of, because grants is not like you apply for one and you stop. You have to be continuously applying for grants all the time. You have to have a relationship with the person working on grants for you. And what I do with people in relationship with me, I keep sending them grants on a continuous basis according to your business, according to yourself, things I know that will fit your business. And the only thing I say, we are not going to work on 2, 3 grants at the same time. You work on one, you finish it, and then we can start a second one. We finish it, we start with a third one after the other. Okay? If you have any friends, again, in North Miami Beach, who have a business, tell them to come over. There's money grant waiting for them. Okay, as long as your business and this is something that I shouldn't be saying like that, but you have to know which city is giving the most grant. What will you do with your business? Where are you going to move your business to? Okay, so what I'm saying is nothing new. Amazon, what did Amazon do? Amazon say, okay, I want to put new warehouses in cities. So instead of me applying for grant with the cities, I want the cities to apply with me to tell me what grant, what advantage you're going to give me, so that I can put a warehouse there, a distribution center there. You see, this is just reverse. So that's the same thing that you should do. Where do I get the most help? Then why should I leave my business here? Let me move my business to where I can get the most help. This is what I'm telling you guys. Just so when you try to do it by yourself, there are things that you don't know. If you call to me, I can guide you, I can help you, I can show you how to move. Remember, that's a smart move. All right, thank you very much. I think that's all for today.
Thank you very much for your attention. And I'm already letting you know that we are going to have more presentation. We're gonna have on this in November. You already have it with you. The not sure for this one if it's virtual. I think it's gonna be in person. Okay, for like the master class in marketing, and then we're gonna have a presentation on December 1st. It's gonna be about how to scale your business using technology. And on December 8th, we're gonna have a presentation about life insurance made for living. It's gonna be very interesting also. And on December 15th, we're gonna have a presentation about taxes. So we're gonna get some tips about how to do our taxes. And finally, on December 19th, we're gonna have a presentation about crypto. Okay, so please stay in touch with us. Please follow us on our social media, Instagram, Scale Up 305, Facebook, LinkedIn, and also you can also follow us on the Haitian American Chamber of Commerce social media also. So stay in touch. We're gonna send you emails, reminders, so you can benefit from those trainings. Thank you so much, everybody. Oh, before you all leave, please, can we just have like a group picture? Thank you. December 1st is gonna be 6 p.m. as usual to 7:30. The only one that we're gonna have like during the day is gonna be like the master class. But all the others, we're gonna have them at the usual time, 6 p.m. to 7:30, and most of them they will be hybrid. And then we're gonna also probably we're gonna have like the last one at 7 p.m. because this person is coming from Europe, and it will be available only from 7 p.m. So please be there and invite other people because a lot of people do not have the information. So if you have friends and other business owners that could benefit from those